Carl.
Can I keep you?
What? That's
Can I-
weird. No, why? That's weird.
Can
Why
I keep you?
I don't like that set.
It's a nice little sentiment. Can I keep you? I'll put a little kiss on your forehead.
I would rather you didn't. I don't like that. Okay. Now, scene ends. What if that was a girl and a boy, and it was a bit creepy because he was a ghost? Would that be a pleasant way to end the film?
If I was a 12-year-old ghost and you were a 12-year-old girl, how would we feel about that dialogue, huh? How do we feel about that?
My name's Oscar. I'm a 12-year-old girl.
And my name's Carl, and I'm a friendly little ghost.
And this is
Who would watch this?
Welcome to Who Would Watch This, the podcast where we watch a film, chat about the film. We're just trying to figure out who would watch this.
Today, we're doing Casper. I don't think it has a subtitle, though I do find it confusing.
It is a bit confusing.
Why isn't it called Casper the Friendly Ghost?
It's edgy, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you got the Fast and Furious, too much fluff. Cut the
friendly ghost.
Cut the friendly ghost. Just Casper.
It's just Casper.
Dark and edgy.
Somebody watched them, they were like, he's not friendly.
Yeah.
Cut that from the title.
It's an apt description of Casper. Casper, brackets,
Casper, the ghost that wants to keep you. That's accurate. Casper currently has a 6.1 on IMDb, a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 2.9 on Letterboxd. Oscar, what is the plot?
An afterlife therapist and his daughter meets a friendly young ghost, that's wrong, when they move into a crumbling mansion in order to rid the premise of wicked spirits.
Huge.
Oh,
what a film!
Chill. Well, as we know, it's Halloween, so we thought we'd get... Well, I mean, we pre-record these pretty early. Don't look at the calendar. Don't look at the
Not
camera.
even close. I was like, are we close to October? No.
We got a bunch. We can't find the email, but someone recommended we watch Casper. And then I've gaslit myself into thinking they said watch Casper and Wendy.
Yeah, this was a bit confusing.
Yeah.
If you had to call me.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a logistical
you
nightmare.
were seconds into starting watching Casper and Wendy.
Seconds away from
stop.
finishing Casper and Wendy. No, because I think obviously we have a curated list.
Yes.
That we run down from the recommendations we get from the listeners.
Yeah. Again,
and I agree with
www.tpodcast@gmail.com if you want to add to that curated list.
Yeah, add to that list, baby.
Yeah.
We would love some movies that aren't kids' movies.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of kids' movies right now, and I'm getting kind of sick of them.
It's definitely always go, oh, I hated this movie as a kid. Do it! Oh.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people. They're also very hyper-specific for some childhoods.
Yes.
So people are like, oh, do Casper. You would have seen that as a child. I don't know. I don't know.
We weren't born.
Yes. Anyway. This is recommended. However, we couldn't find. It was definitely recommended, but if you recommended it, reach out because we can't find that email.
No.
But also, Gmail fucking sucks.
It does.
It deletes things, I think.
Yeah.
It's ghostly, like Casper.
Oh, friendly. That was a friendly little joke there, huh?
Huh?
Little jab at Gmail, huh? Fuck them. Ask www.podcastadbmod.com. I'm just blur. I feel like it's in the little description, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
hope it is.
I just think it's a fun bit because one, I can never remember the email. And two, whether we discussed...
I assume so many people go to email go, what the fuck was that? Even though the hosts don't remember it. Why don't we make it more snappy? We've already locked in that
Ask at www... I think even... Did I make it?
Yeah, I think you did. I'm going to blame
Actually,
you.
no, I'm not going to take the blame on that. It's the fact that we were like, oh, we should plug the email more and never found a natural way of doing it. That it makes just the two of us giggle to shoehorn it in for no reason. There's nothing natural about it. Like, if we start doing ads, we'll just chuck them in mid-sentence.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right now, I would just be like, desks and whatnot, buy them now.
You know what? Casper's a little prick, and HelloFresh just delivers straight to your door. You gotta get it. You gotta get HelloFresh.
Need extra money? DoorDash is the way to go. Like how the villain in this movie needs an extra moolah.
It's seamless. Yeah, no, we wanted to do Casper and Wendy, which I think I watched as a kid. And apparently that's a sequel to this movie. So we'll get another duology under our belts.
Yay. Oscar, let's go back in time before we had seen the film, and we tried to predict who would watch it.
Carl. Casper. He's a friendly little ghost.
He's such a friendly little.
You seen this one?
What a bold little treat.
Oh god, you can rub his little head and be smooth like marble. But a bit sticky. I assume ghosts are sticky.
I assume. I'm excited for some 1990s CGI.
Oh yeah,
scattered around a house.
It's tasteful.
Oscar, have you seen this one?
No. Casper and Wendy, seen that. I saw that. I had that on VHS, and the video was broken, so it was in black and white. So I assumed it was a very old film that Hilary Duff had just not aged. So I was like, wow, it's very atmospheric. But then halfway through, the color pops back in. I'm like, oh, I'm just poor, and I can't afford a good VCR, or the video store shit.
I like the idea that Casper Friendly Ghost just stole the setup of The Wizard of Oz. So just black and white, Technicolor, and then it shat itself towards the end. It's black and white
We
again.
ran out of the budget. We've got no paint. That's how they did it in Wizard of Oz. They had everything in black and white, and they painted everything. No, I don't think I've seen this, and I don't really. I feel like everyone knows a Casper, but we don't know.
I don't know the roots of Casper's history.
No.
I don't know what Casper's about.
No.
I would love to know where it's from. I don't even know its design. I don't know if it's a comic. Can you look it up?
Yeah, sure. I can look up what Casper is.
What is this based on? Because it's definitely a character, right? It wasn't this movie that popularized Casper.
No.
Yes?
It's an old one.
Yeah. It must be a cartoon.
It's an old comic, apparently. Huh.
From when?
1940s ish. You know, we're not going to try and teach the audience too much, okay?
Yeah,
we're not a teachy podcast.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
You know,
we're not getting paid. I mean, we're not getting paid regardless, but we're not doing that to look up.
That's right.
We just watch the film and just kind of rag on it. You know, that's our shtick.
Yeah,
and it's not sticking.
No, Casper has no hold on my childhood.
No.
I have maybe seen this. Like, I think I have.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you anything about it.
No.
But then I don't know if I'm just confusing Casper as a concept.
Yeah.
So I'm so vague on it. I don't know who's in it. I think it's maybe a little bit hocus pocusy. So I don't know if that's like it's
blurred in my mind.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Yeah. I assume people have quite fond. I had a look on Letterboxd. A lot of people love it, or a lot of people have seen it.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't love it. It feels like a Halloween one, and you're kind of going, oh, it's not that good.
You're probably right. It's probably some people's like Halloween go-to.
Yeah,
intriguing. Very intriguing.
So who would watch it, Carl?
People at Halloween.
Prick. Okay, I'll have to do the. I don't know. If you're really late, if you're really struggling down the Christmas route, I guess it's a great December movie. Yeah, if you're all cozied up, you got your tree, and you're waiting for Santa. Put on Casper, and that's the audience, huh?
It's worth bringing in the new year on.
You know, there's like things that like people like starting the year right with like Vin Diesel saying a line.
Oh yeah.
I think fuck that. Just watch the entire Casper film at 3 a.m. Starting the year, 3 hours in, you're like, I'll put Casper on.
Like when you're coming back from your New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
Chuck on Casper.
You're hungover. Uber Eats is filled to the brim because nobody
can move. The city's in gridlock.
Yeah.
Chuck on Casper.
Chuck on. It counts as food.
It does. A surprisingly nutrient film. That's the other thing. This is for anyone that needs nutrients.
Oh yeah, you get all your vitamins from Casper. Go, Casper.
This movie's funky.
It is a bit funky.
It's a bit funky.
It's got a stench. Is it a good stench?
It's like a blue cheese.
Yeah.
But like an healthy blue cheese.
Oh, okay. It's affordable. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes it's moldy, but that's the charm.
Sometimes you open it up and you're like, oh, that's just tasty cheese with mold on it.
I've been swindled by Aldi.
They've swindled me again.
That's right. We're a Woolies family, this guy is. Yeah.
And so I'm anti-supermarket.
You're off the grid. You just grow your fruit and veg.
True. I just don't eat. I live an all takeaway diet.
Yeah, that'll show the man.
Yeah,
I exclusively go for Uber Eats.
Oh God, no! I'm a food panda guy, looking out for the little guy.
Carl, where do we start with Casper? Huh?
I don't know. I'm very.
I feel like we're on eggshells because while watching it, I was like, "Oh, this feels like this could be someone's favorite movie," and I don't like that person. I just think you're wrong, but I am scared of you.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's some people with a Casper tattoo out there that would just beat the shit out of us.
Like what threw me was I thought I was in Memento.
Yeah.
Because bits of the movie I'd be like, oh, I know this bit.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, no, I don't know this bit.
I thought you were going to say you had like a Casper tattoo that was just like, remember her.
Yeah.
Look down, like, oh, I did get that tattoo. It does feel like that. I don't know. Because again.
It said, don't forget Casper killed your wife. I was like, oh, holy shit.
Oh god, this creep is. He's okay. I won't trust him. Yeah, no, it feels like a. I mean, again, this is just our experience. I feel like no one else is like. No, I remember watching that movie, but for us, it was a ride.
Yeah, it was. I called mum and cried a little. So, do you remember this? And she said, maybe.
And I don't know, tears came up when we talked about Dad's funeral.
Yeah. Hey. Fair. Let's begin. Let's begin.
Immediately, I did not pay for this film because it was $6. This is the perfect streaming movie. It should just be on all platforms. The fact it's not, I don't know, it's got like gridlocked. So
I don't know who produced it. I don't know who DreamWorks
I don't know who owns the Casper cart. I feel like it's an Archie thing, you know? I feel like Casper and Archie are hanging out. But,
I'm shocked that Casper's never shown up in Riverdale.
Yeah, 12th season, you know? Casper just pisses on somebody. I don't know what the plot is, but I watched this on 360p, so some of my notes might be a bit off. I think the CGI looks terrific.
Oh, absolutely. When they've made the decision for everything to be in blocks, huge. Yeah, so we meet two kids. They've gone into this rickety old house to try and snag a pic of Casper.
Yeah, it's pretty much Nope for the first 3 minutes. They're trying to capture the monster.
You ever seen a miracle? That's them, these two children. You ever seen it? You ever seen a miracle?
It's a stunning performance, but they're gone before it can get any good. Somebody scares them out of the mansion. I wonder who that is, though.
Who is it? They're being coy about Casper, and I thought, they don't have money to show Casper. No, they don't have money to show Casper, but that doesn't stop them from showing him a lot.
Oh, they've got a lot of Casper.
Yeah.
They've done clever, because I think it was a fun trivia thing, which I thought is the first fully CGI creation to be a main character, which I thought was like a loophole to get away with the first title, because I don't know, but they've done well in the sense that it's just what if a circle was the protagonist, and some of their friends were like kind of longer circles.
That's right.
Yeah.
What if they were a little bit more oblong? And you're like, ooh,
Okay.
this is working.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
this. Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying. Straight off the bat, if I want to throw out some compliments to the movie, I like its atmosphere. I like the lighting, and I like the sets. And I also am going to throw out, I think all of the actors are doing a good job. Like Christina Ricci, I'm pretty sure she was Wednesday, right? In the original Addams.
Yes.
Like she was an it girl. She was a good actress. I think Bill Pullman's fun in this.
He is, yeah.
Like there is a 90s aspect, nostalgia thing where you're like, this movie has a bit more effort than a lot of movies now that would be going after the same demo.
Yeah.
And I'm appreciating that.
Oh, 100%. They got like one of the Monty Python people. They're not doing much in the 90s.
No, that's right.
They were kind of odd, weren't
I
they?
did say Eric Idle out loud to myself. Flat out did that. So I was shocked.
You got the reaction they wanted. They
Absolutely.
were like, wow, 1/6 of Monty Python. How do they do it?
I actually sort of went a bit nuts for cameos in the movie. I was just like,
in fairness, the film indulges that.
oh, it does.
It
The movie's like, what if
It
we were No Way Home?
Oh, it squirts the budget. I don't know how much pull Casper has. It's
I
like, you're
know.
making a Casper film? I'm there.
People were in on it. Felt like all those celebrities joining the Bear season 2.
Oh, it's huge. Now, we get introduced to a will reading of Carrigan, who's like the woman. She's the evil woman.
Yeah.
And her evil lawyer, Eric Idle, who's Dibs.
Yeah. What an awful name. Dibs is a bit of a buffoon.
Yeah, oafish.
He's oafish. He's snivelish.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot going on. He's sort of a villain, but like the lovable one, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta have a level. He's kind of the Kronk, but none of the Kronk, you know? Like that, like he is the Kronk, but he's not Kronk.
Big Kronk energy.
But what Kronk could have been, they didn't really, commit to Kronk.
Yeah. And if they had gotten Kronk, if he was a drawn cartoon, like if all she interacted with was Kronk ripped from from Emperor's New Groove, this movie would be
pretty good,
pretty impressive.
Totally a mess, but very good.
Visually, it would also just be like Spider-Man. You'd be like, look at all these art styles. Casper talking to Kronk. Huge.
6 years before the film came out. I don't know this Kronk fella, but I want to see him in a movie.
This is going to pay off in a movie that's going to have behind-the-scenes issues.
Anyway, they're reading a will, and her father, she's like, I don't care about my dead dad. What do you give me? He's like, she's got this tatty old mansion. What are you gonna do with that, huh?
Yeah, she goes to throw it in the fire, and then she realizes that there's a buried treasure there.
Huge.
Now, is she... I'm gonna bring it up now.
Yes.
So we learn Casper lives in this house.
Yes.
As a child when he was alive. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yeah.
Is she related to Casper?
That's huge. I feel like we need to explain more, but I'm going to jump into because I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
So I think here's the timeline. She's 35. Dad's probably 60. Casper was dead in probably 1940s, I'd say.
Is that what they're saying?
That's the rough timeline I've drawn up.
Is that when wait, no. So you're assuming Casper hasn't just died?
No. I'm saying no because he's dead. No, he died in the 1935s.
Do they say that?
So I went back. So he mentioned a baseball player. Again, we do a lot of research. We're very clever on this podcast.
Yeah,
a baseball player that was prominent in the 1930s, and he died when he was 12. So I assume he died in the 1930s.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're waving around your magnifying glass a lot.
Oh, I've got the little hat as well. And
you do. You were ready to go.
I was ready to go.
Based your whole look off Basil the Great Mouse Detective.
Put him in this film next to Kronk, and it'll be a buddy cop film with Casper to the side. Now...
Yes, anyway, so this timeline. Yeah. So we're saying that this child has... If they died in 1935...
Yeah.
If Casper died in 1935... This movie's taking place 60 years later.
Yes.
So we're saying that this 12-year-old ghost has actually lived for 60 years.
Yes.
And thus has the knowledge and the lifespan of a 72-year-old now?
Yes, which makes it really good. Because contextually, Casper, I'm just going to say it, is a bit of a fucking perv in this movie.
Yeah, he is. Casper is a little bit gross.
Yeah, pretty hideous.
I don't like Casper's actions. I don't condone them.
No.
I don't appreciate them either.
We should condone them. They're bad. They're bad. Condemn them.
Condemn them.
Silly word.
I don't condone
I think you've nailed that.
Yeah, I've nailed that.
But they're very close words and they shouldn't be that close.
So it is odd.
Yeah.
It is it's an odd timeline. Because then if we are to say, because his bedroom's untouched, yeah?
Yes.
So if that's been happening for 60 years... And let's say her dad died at 6. Have we to believe she ever lived in the house?
I don't think so, no. I think it's an old relic they've forgotten about.
So do we think he bought the house and was friends with Casper?
He might have been friends with his father, possibly.
Well, that's probably right. Because the treasure... I mean, do we talk about the treasure now or do we save it? Am I getting ahead of myself?
You've skipped to the end.
I'm unraveling the movie as we speak. I'm very thrown by a lot of its concepts.
But I think you're right, because the timeline is very important, and it mainly does specify that Casper is an adult and shouldn't be doing the things he's been doing, but carry on. Because now you think about it, he might be... Because I was looking around, apparently the ghosts are uncles of Casper's, so it's a whole... There's definitely bodies in the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we think these ghosts murder? I think they do.
They kill. They definitely kill.
Yeah, they do. They have a gun on them.
Oh, of course.
It's revealed that they are always carrying a gun. And that did make me uneasy. Anyway, so let's get into it. So then, because they find out that there's treasure at the mansion,
yes,
they decide that they're going to go there and find the treasure.
Yeah.
This is where they meet Casper. They get scared, and they're like, all right, we need to eradicate these ghosts.
Yeah.
Yet they're too terrified for some reason. I don't know why.
Because Casper spooked them. I'd be spooked. Casper's a little freak. And
Casper
I think
is
they
a
had
little freak.
foresight of going, you know what? I reckon that little 12-year-old freak isn't actually 12, probably a 7-year-old
Probably a
pervert.
70-year-old pervert trapped in a 12-year-old. It's very much the Twilight issue.
Yes.
With Edward being like 104.
Yeah.
You know?
Preying on them.
Yeah.
But Casper.
Preying on poor Bella Swan.
Oh, bless her heart. Huh?
Bless her. She just wanted to live in Forks and be one with the deer in its rainy city.
It's tough. It's tough. Now, yeah, they get like an exorcist. The exorcist is thrown up on and scared off.
Yeah.
They get
The exorcist is killed? The neck is completely twisted.
Oh yeah, true. There's vomit everywhere. It's again. I mean, we're going for the logic of the film. The actual art style, quite fun. I feel like they do fun with the like killings and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's like kind of like a child cartoonish way.
But
the exorcist is dead. The exorcist is dead.
Well, the exorcist walks out with its twisted head.
Yeah.
And I was a bit confronted by it. I thought, is the exorcist going to recover from this, or are we just?
He's gone for the film. He's done. Because we get cameo. First one, Ghostbusters. The dead exorcist gone. We get Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's really
Again,
crazy.
I don't know. Like, I feel like the Muppets has like only this pull, so I don't know how Casper got it.
Yeah, I don't know. yeah. How's Casper got the Muppets pull?
I don't know.
Huh?
You got Dan Aykroyd in like a Ghostbusters suit in 1995. I assumed he. Anyway, he's too scared because
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dan Aykroyd, he comes and goes.
They hire demolition people. They destroy the house, but then they're scared off again by the ghosts.
They just can't win.
They just can't blow up this fucking house, okay?
And now we get a weird conceit.
Yes.
Casper sees a TV program
Yes.
of a guy who is a ghost therapist who has a daughter. And hilariously, the people on the program are like harassing the daughter and are like, please talk to us.
Yeah. It's exposition, but it's also just like news report. Like, come on, tell us your story. I'm at school. She's like, tell us your credit card details. We'll break down the fence. Come on. It's an odd thing. But yeah, Casper then has, I don't know how ghost powers work, but he's like, I'm going to go into the telephone and I'm going to fly down to the evil villain, and be like, hey, check out this TV show. I really want to fuck that girl. So, do you want to hire her and her dad? Because that's his thing. He's not like, I want to rid this house of, like, evil spirits. I want to meet the girl. It's an odd...
It is an odd conceit that he's... Yeah, it's so weird that he's like, that girl I want to be friends with.
Yeah.
It was just... I was like, why? It just odd.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's set up like this. I mean, I'm happy to go with this conceit for the film.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of, like... A to B to C to just get them to come there.
It is elaborate, isn't it?
Yeah, weirdly elaborate.
Because you get the first one with the Haunted Mansion, you get the will reading, then you get Casper trying to get broken down, then you get Casper like, I need to find these people to get them over here, and then they come over there, and then the plot can continue.
Yeah,
start essentially.
Yeah.
So we've got the dad. I don't remember his name, but it's Bill.
Well, really cool. It's odd that they're not just. It's odd that they don't just cut out Casper manipulating them getting there, and just have her hire these two.
Yes,
because
then it feels less not predatory, but a bit less like, why did Casper...
Well, it just feels manipulative.
It does,
right?
Yeah. This 7-year-old bag of bone pervert.
And then they also have to explain how a ghost can travel through electricity, which I don't think ever makes sense.
No. They really should, in detail, give us a graph of the powers that these ghosts have.
And I'm thrown by the timeline and the powers.
So we've got the dad, and we've got Kat, who's played by Christina Ricci.
Now, the dad is looking for their deceased mum.
Yep.
By saying that ghosts exist and he's a therapist for them.
Yeah.
The daughter does not believe him at all.
See, I was confused. So I was like, I kind of misheard it. I was like, he's like an exorcist sort of thing. I didn't realize he's literally a ghost therapist.
Yeah. Which is funny.
Yeah. Oh, great film so far.
I think that's, they don't do weird things like that anymore in children's films. A ghost therapist, when he is like, I'm going to bill you in your hour to the ghosts, I thought, how silly.
How silly.
They're not going to pay you.
I feel like as a kid, I don't know why, kids' films were very confident in the fact that a lot of kids would know legal terms.
Yeah.
I feel like I was understanding, not like legal terms, but I feel like there was a lot of jokes thrown at kids about like, I'm going to sue you, there's liable. There's a lot of those bits. I don't know why that was...
Kids loved business.
They do.
They loved business back in the day.
And they love labor, and we've got to put them back to the mines. If there's one thing this podcast gets, what you need to learn about this podcast is we are pushing for child labor to be scrapped.
Pushing hard.
Pushing hard.
Pushing hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, they turn up to this house. They move in pretty quickly. They're pretty comfortable with the area.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, the she's looking for in the newscast again, and she's like, "I'm looking for a friend," and they're like, "We're moving to Friendship. That's the town. What's called Friendship. The town."
Is it?
Yeah. Do you not see that? Town's called Friendship.
Missed that. Hate it. I'm deducting a star. I don't like that revelation at all. So they move in. They're pretty fine with it. We immediately get like a scare. You know, they're all getting scared. We meet the three uncles.
Yeah,
I think
well,
they're
before-
uncles.
They are. Yeah, Casper scares Cat, and then he's like, "I better wake her up." So he wets his body and wrings himself out.
I don't like what the ghost can do.
I don't like what the ghost
She
can do.
sleeps on him as a pillow at one
It's
stage
quite
too.
idiot, yeah. And I think Casper fucking knew what he was doing. He's like, "Oh no, let Cat sit on me." Wasn't happy at all.
Didn't
So
like
far,
it.
So far, the creepy uncles. At least they're they're evil, but at least they're straightforward about
Yeah,
it.
they exude "Everybody Loves Raymond" energy.
Oh yeah.
So
I know a good reason why.
Yeah. But yeah, Casper,
I just think he's a sick little pervert. I just think
Yeah.
he's playing the nice guy card, and it's good they've striked the
Are
friendly
we
ghost.
canceling Casper?
I think so. He's a little
Are we
perv.
calling
I hate him.
Let's get him. We're calling for his cancellation.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're the committee.
Yeah, absolutely. Look out, Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Huh? Look out.
You've been stealing
Muttley?
sandwich. Oh, Muttley, that little laughing cunt. I tell
We
ya.
have got cartoons to cancel. Huh? Some of these characters, they're
Watch
never
out,
going to rebound.
Boomerang Network. Your fucking slate's gonna be swiped free. I was on. Boomerang's still a channel. I don't know why Binge in Australia is just like, here's a bunch of live channels.
I know,
I don't
isn't
know
it?
where those come from.
Who's
I think,
making them?
I think they're Foxtel
I
channels.
sort of like them.
I love them.
Yeah.
It's such a novelty. Like, should I just put on anything?
I know. And be
it's like,
forced to watch it.
Forced to watch it. You watch more ads. It's not a show you want to watch,
No.
but it's. I mean, we're really broken in the streaming. We're just like, just put on any filth and I'll
No.
watch it.
I will sort through streaming for ages. So I love putting on one of those live
It's
channels.
perfect for cleaning.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
is.
2.5 men in the background. I'm not gonna watch it, but the noise helps me not think.
It
you know?
does. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's good to know Charlie is eating a pizza somewhere in a nice Californian home.
That's all the plots of 2.5 Men. He's
So many
always
of
doing
them.
that.
And then the cleaner going, "You."
Oh, where's the laugh tracker?
You nailed it. So the three uncles are rude, crude, and mean, and they also have weird names.
There's Stinky. There's Stretchy, which I thought was an odd one, and then there's like Fatto.
Yeah, the last one doesn't fit the theme. And
No,
is
I feel like they had a good thing going.
Yeah.
They had like Stinky, Stretchy,
Whitey,
Fatty. Yeah,
Like,
Whitey. Oh,
Whitey,
it's way better.
Biggie. Like there's just other ones that could be. What's Raymond's brother's name in Everybody Loves
I have
Raymond?
no idea, but I know him so
Could
well.
just flat out be called that character.
I couldn't even.
When I heard his voice, I thought, wow.
It's odd that they've gone for like Casper. I don't know where he's set in Friendship. I think it's set in like Maine and Friendship, but they're like the
Yeah.
ghosts will be New Yorkers. I can't stress that to you enough. They have to be from the Bronx, and I think they should be like a bit gritty.
It's like, is it Garrett something? Who is the guy that plays?
I don't remember. He was in The Pacifier.
Yeah.
He's great in that.
That's it. It's Brad Garrett,
Yeah.
and he plays Robert Barone. The thing that's great about Brad Garrett is we had a really good running bit that we might see Brad Garrett when we were in Las Vegas because he's got his residency there. Yeah.
He's got like a ticket for like $30. He wasn't on at the time, but
Yeah.
we just thought,
We were there during a dead period, but I would have forked out 30
I
just to
would've
see
done
what the go was.
yeah, exactly. What's he up
Like
to?
if he just does a one-man play version of an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, I would have.
I'd pay for that. I'd
play
pay
for
good
it.
money.
Yeah, I'd pay for very good. I would pay Circus Soleil money to see Brad Garrett.
Circus LA is out of business because he's on the goddamn strip.
What do you mean they spent $300 million on their stage to have a bunch of water? Brad Garrett's over there for $30.
He hasn't got anything on the stage. It's just him.
It's not even him. He's pre-recorded it. He's put the tape there. He's off seeing Circus Soleil.
He just wheeled out a TV, just like, there's an episode. Oh, God, it's got ads. All right, fuck it. Just keep going.
That'll pad it to 30 minutes. It's only 21 minutes without the ads.
Now, we get sort of like a fight scene with the dad and the ghosts. The ghosts get, again, another cameo. It's weird they front-loaded the cameos and then we're like, well, we're done.
We're never getting another.
Yeah.
Don't expect another cameo for the rest of your life.
So the ghosts, again, I don't know how it works, but they jump into the dad's body and it just doesn't feel right. But hey, the dad then looks in a mirror. He gets, what a 90s, what a big, this is big. We got Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah.
We got Rodney Dangerfield, huge. And then Mel Gibson.
I guess they ruled they were the Mount Rushmore of the 90s?
I guess so, yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield was the rogue one. I thought, do kids love Rodney?
Listen, yeah, he's got some great bits, okay? Okay? He's very funny.
Oh, yeah, do your favorite bit of Rodney.
I wish I could do accents, because I actually do know the, like, format of all his jokes, just like, my wife, I took a... Nope, I can't do that. I can't commit to the
What's this alligator, a crocodile?
Because he would do, like, my wife's got my cooking. I want to kill her. But he'd do it clever. God, he's clever.
Yeah.
Cut that bit.
Seek out his episode of The Simpsons. Did you come across that one on your rewatch?
That's really good.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm your son.
I
I wish I could do accents. Oh, it's the only thing I need to learn for this podcast to blow up.
I know. My favorite one of his, because I do love Caddyshack, and he's good in Caddyshack. But somebody farts and he goes, "What, did somebody step on a duck?" I like that one.
I guess we found out who the Rodney Dangerfield.
It's me.
That cameo should have made you a lot more happy.
How old was I in 19? When was this movie?
1995.
Okay, well, I was not born.
But if I would have been cheering. I would have been cheering for that performance.
Huge for Rodney Dangerfield fans like me.
So
I tell you who would have loved it? My dad.
Oh,
my dad would have loved that Rodney Dangerfield cameo. And also, Mel Gibson hadn't done anti-Semitic things yet, so people would have been very on board.
They were hooping and hollering. They just saw Braveheart and they went straight to the cinema.
And then who was the other one out of the three?
It was Clint Eastwood.
Oh, my dad would have been ambivalent. But the other two would have slapped for him for the time.
I'm glad we've nailed what your dad's reaction would have been to these cameos.
I know. And I gotta tell you, he wouldn't have gotten this far in though.
Kat then goes to school.
Yeah. Let's talk about this school scenario.
I don't like this at all.
I was very thrown by it.
Okay, so first off, we get the boy that she's pawning over, Vic.
But who never pays off.
Never pays off.
Never pays off or comes
We've
back.
then got the mean girl, who's I assume sort of like she likes him. And then they go to class.
Yep.
The mean girl is bad at her job as a mean girl.
Yeah, the mean
She's got
girl...
no stingers. She's like, oh, I live in a house. She's like, wearing out of space? Bad. That's a bad bit. The kids should not have laughed at that.
She's got... It's so weird. Because you would be led to believe she's the popular mean girl.
Yeah.
But nobody seems to like... She's like, everybody come to my house. And they go, no, absolutely not.
Well, that's the rogue thing. Because essentially there's a school dance. They haven't got a hall because of asbestos. So then the popular girl's like, we can do it in my house. And then another child is like, hey, that new girl's got a big house. We should go there. And the teacher allows
the teacher steps in and goes, so it's done.
Crazy. I don't know whether it was just a spite the mean girl, but this is incredibly rude.
I wish we had more time to unpack just this scene. The dynamics and what the teacher allows, and it's just not right. But it's... And the school system... and the social economics of how these friendships work.
I feel like the school... I'm surprised Casper doesn't go to school. I feel like the school environment is where we should be at for most of the film.
Yeah, but they don't want to pay for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, again...
They porked out on the big haunted house, and they were like, we can't afford a school.
Yeah, because I think they're just hoping that big haunted house will double as a roller coaster.
Yeah. the roller... They wanted a theme park ride so bad.
They so badly wanted it. They just want Disney to buy this film.
Yeah.
So bad.
And they were so... I mean, what a waste. They must have been like, we've finished designed a theme...
Oh, I think they were just annoyed at the Haunted Mansion ride. They were like, we can do better with Casper.
Yeah.
Anyway... I'll be really quick about this scene because I know I have a tendency to very much indulge in confusing moments in film. I would like to say the kid that flat out suggests a new child who's been at the school for a minute should host the school dance at a famously haunted house. Brave and deserving of all friends. Like, she should be
We
going,
can't-
I want to be friends with you.
Yeah, you got Moxie.
You got Moxie, kid.
I like that, you know?
Me and you are hitting the casino right now and should take a... Also, Casper's there watching. The dynamics of the scene are just... It's a lot.
It's a lot. And then they're like, we're not going back to school. We're now back at the haunted house.
Yeah, Casper ties everybody's shoes as well. You
Yes.
think he's just going to bully the mean ones? It's everyone?
It's everyone. It's everyone.
Again, it leads me to believe that
He's a
Casper
vicious
is
man.
72.
He knows what he's doing. He's a bad man, Casper.
Casper's an old perv. Mean. A mean old perv. Like, if you went and tried to sell him Scout cookies, he'd kick you.
Oh, he'd spit in your mouth, steal the cookies, and go, you're to blame.
Yeah.
We're back at the house. It's haunted. The dad is like... He immediately... One, he's like... It's crazy he's been, like, vindicated in the fact that he's like, wow, I was right.
He
not
must
crazy.
be on a high horse. He can ride his smugness to the grave.
Oh my god, he's so happy. Ghosts are real. But then immediately the ghosts, and it's pretty funny, they're immediately like, oh, is your wife dead? Dude, that sucks. You know, in the afterlife, we could probably go find her.
Yeah,
Do you wanna go
they were like, we're actually pretty good friends with your wife.
Do you want to go? We can go get her.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, man. You stay here. We'll go get your dead wife.
This is not only like funny, but so atrociously mean and dark
It's
for a
so
child's
cruel.
movie.
It's so cruel. I love it. He's like a widow, and he's like, can I my mission in life is to say my final goodbyes to my wife. And the ghosts are like, hey, look at me with my big tits.
Oh, yeah, I know,
You're
right?
a dumb slut.
They get Brian from Everyone Loves Raymond to drag it up as a fat ghost.
Yeah.
And it would have been hilarious if he bought it.
Yeah.
Just
He
like
starts spilling his like, I cheated on you, and I've been meaning to say that for a while.
He's like-
and now he's in deep, and he's like, I just thought I was gonna do the kissing faces, and she's like, can we finish off that we didn't finish off? Can we just go up to the bedroom and just have one last good hurrah? And he's in deep. He's like, I'm gonna have to.
he's gonna have to go with it.
Yeah.
And they just make sweet tender love.
Yeah. It's kind of beautiful. It's odd it's in this film, but it's beautiful.
I mean, we'll get to it later, but there is some ghost on human action.
Oh yeah.
So that does happen.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for when that pops up again. Casper makes everybody breakfast.
Yeah.
He's got like a machine to help crack eggs.
I feel like I've got like
PTSD
from Hotel from
Yeah.
Dogs. When I saw this damn contraption, I was like, just
thought I was in another. I thought I was in that movie again.
oh god, I would have killed. Anyway,
I stepped back and I said, "Where are the fucking dogs hiding?"
and it's good. This film has restraint. That like the contraptions are enough of a film. I mean, they've got ghosts, but the contraption. It doesn't. I don't know why. I think it's just to establish that this house is a bit wacky. And contraptions could be in there.
Well, why can't Casper just crack some eggs?
I think he can. He definitely can. I think the film's just
He's
like,
bored?
hey, just by the way, this house has got inventions in it.
Yeah,
That's where I think I'm at.
yeah. It's just, but only a few. I guess was the previous owner an inventor? Like, was the villain's mum and dad an inventor?
That's what Casper's dad was an inventor.
Casper's dad's an inventor.
Yeah, he did the whole thing in the later act, which we're going into now.
Right. Oh, the act we're entering?
I mean, sure, why not?
Huge.
Okay, so pretty much they're at the like. Cat's like, hey dad, I need like a dress or a costume for the dance, and the dad's like, just figure something out. I'm chatting to the ghosts. They're gonna try and hook me up with my wife. She's like, all right, I'm just gonna go explore the house, figure out some stuff out.
Yeah.
Finds Casper's old room.
Yeah.
It's got toys in it.
So Casper doesn't remember who he is
No.
or anyone he loved.
And I think he's lying. I think he knows damn well what he knows where he is, and he's trying to be a little pervert. But anyway, he's using it. He's gaslighting her, going, "Oh, who am I? Ah!" Carry on.
I think they sort of have a like there's a little bit of an angst here where she's just like, "Dude, does that mean my mum doesn't remember me?"
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But Casper knows to lie.
Oh yeah.
That's why you know he's older than 12.
Oh, exactly. He knows damn well.
He
Like,
reads the room.
I've got to keep this chick on side, otherwise she won't be my pillow.
It's hilarious how quickly Casper's friend zoned in this sequence.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? She finds one guy at school, and she's like, "Listen, even if you were a real boy, I probably wouldn't touch you."
It is-
and him as a 7-year-old man going, "Ah, piss! I made you. I orchestrated this whole thing. I didn't think you wouldn't want to fuck me. Come on."
It's one of the meanest things I've ever heard. Casper kisses her on the cheek, and she's like, "Can somebody close that fucking window? It's cold." I was like, "Oh my god!"
She's drifting off to sleep. Casper's like, "What if I was a real boy? Would you take me to the dance?" She's like, "Pfft."
She doesn't even answer.
She doesn't answer. She's like, "I'm off to sleep."
She's
You
doing that
fart
thing
in
where
the
it's
wind.
like, I'm pretending I'm asleep. I'm just gonna leave things as they are. I thought it was like, she's cruel.
But in fairness, he's a little pervert, and I think it deserved.
Absolutely.
He's got a taste of his own medicine.
Anyway, so we got a lot of antics. I would say the middle of this movie's just
antics.
just antics.
You don't need to see it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get into it or not. I mean, at one stage, Casper turns into an egg.
Don't worry about it. But the biggest thing is that they discover that there's like a secret room at the bottom.
Yep.
Where the dad pretty much made inventions where he made a machine that would turn ghosts back into real boys. And I think he died before he got to use it on Casper.
Yeah.
But Casper's like, "Hell's yeah, there's a little potion. Can I become a real boy now?" There's a big roller coaster scene.
Yeah.
Which is where the roller coaster definitely wanted.
And it's very shoehorned in.
Yeah.
And needless.
Yeah.
So we have this is where the villains sort of re-enter when they find all this stuff.
It is odd. I did forget that there was like 50 minutes in. You're like, "Oh yeah, true. They're here."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Great. They've figured out where the treasure is. We're gonna go get that treasure, baby."
Yeah. Things don't go right though.
No.
Do they? They steal the potion.
Yes.
I think they realize the only way to get the treasure is to become a ghost.
Yes.
So she says, "I'm gonna kill Eric Idle,"
which is, I think, a great little thing.
Yeah,
Just
same.
them two both like kind of joyously being like, "I'm gonna kill you. Don't you dare. I'm gonna kill you." She tries to run him down with a car.
Yeah.
She falls off a cliff.
Yeah, her falling off the cliff, great comedy.
Great comedy.
Yeah. And when she emerges, I love that giant silhouette. Like
Yes.
I was like, this is like some old Hollywood coolness.
Yes,
Like,
it is
I
quite
love
fun.
that stuff.
And I think, I mean, listen, her ghost design, I think they've done well for the other ghosts in the sense that, like, they're just round blobs.
Yeah.
When she pops up, although it's kind of hideous, it's quite fun.
It is.
I think her ghost design's fun. I like her as a villain.
She also rocks up. Her returning lines are, "Not so fast, little man. The bitch is back."
Great stuff.
And I was like, "Oh, I
Damn.
like this.
Fuck,
This is
okay,
good."
okay, yeah, get rid
Yeah.
of that fucking little bitch.
Yeah. Now, on the other side of things, the three ghosts are getting drunk with
Oh,
Bill.
yeah, they're like, "Dude, you're a fucking mess after we pranked you with your dead wife thing."
Yeah.
That classic one. So they go to a bar,
Yeah.
and the ghosts are like, "Should we just fucking kill the dad?"
Oh my god, they are like, "Let's put him out of his misery," and we'll just be, instead of a 3, a 4.
Yeah,
Which is, for eternity, like, rough.
yeah.
In terms of
But hey,
having
the,
to be...
But the boys, you know, you can't let down the boys. So
No.
the boys try and kill the dad.
Yeah.
The dad then has a somber moment like, "I love you guys.
Yeah.
Even though you tricked me with that dead wife shit, still love you. Mainly because you've justified my existence to the
I
news.
know.
Can you go to the news organization so we can kind of clear up my name?"
He then kisses one of them on the lips,
Yes.
one of them on the cheek,
Yeah.
and then the third one on the lips.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the one that was on the cheek would feel left out.
I would feel, I think you'd go home and go, you would mull on that. I think
It's
think
really telling.
it really is.
Like, if I was a ghost and I was given a peck on the cheek when my two ghost friends were kissed on the mouth,
Big snog, and you're getting like a peck.
Yeah.
You'd feel like Casper right now, friend zone.
I'd probably have to corner and just be like, "Hey, is this like a thing of like, you're not ready?
Yeah.
Like, have we not connected on the level the other two have?
Mm.
Are you saying I'm not good enough?
Mm.
Because I can be a tender ghost lover.
Yeah.
I can be your wife.
Sadly, the film is cowardly and forgets to do this a much better subplot.
Yeah.
He falls out a hole and dies. The
Yeah,
dad.
this threw me.
This was crazy.
I was
man.
like, holy shit. But then I was like, oh no, they'll be able to bring him back to life.
It
But I
opens,
was still...
it opens up a can of worms though, because I don't know how the potion works, but there's a dead body down that hole, and are we now meant to believe that gets like absorbed?
No,
or
I think
dissipated?
he just gets a new body.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is what I think.
So there's the dead
There's
body.
a body down
there's a
there.
dead body on the cliff, and
Yeah.
there's a dead body in the sewer.
I'm telling you, I think this friendship town's going to unravel
Oh,
when they
yeah.
find that body and see he's still alive. I think the X-Files might get called, huh? Agent Sully will be on the move.
That is a great reference for the 90s. So
yeah,
you've
it
nailed
is.
it.
I'm on peak.
If you were a movie critic and it had a magazine, you'd say that line and you'd get some chuckle letters.
Probably would. If this was a Reader's Digest, things would be good.
Anyway, so here's the stakes. Dad's dead. 3 ghosts, like, shit. We're now at Casper and Kat. They're down, gonna revive Casper. Villain goes in, steals the potion, steals the treasure, and now also, the school dancers arrived up. There.
What a coincidence. They didn't arrive early to set up.
No, it's so rude, isn't it? The teacher brings the whole classroom already in costume, like, all right, where's the amenities?
Yeah.
Be a teacher.
Don't things need to be like established of like food will go there, a disco ball here, toilets are there?
Yeah.
It's very presumptuous that this 12-year-old girl has done a bulk of the work.
I'm
When
convinced
your school has asbestos?
this teacher's a lazy prick. He was like, oh, thank God, I can pawn this over to someone else. I don't care if it's haunted, she's doing the work.
Oh, absolutely. I'm shocked the teacher even came. I would have just been like, all right, kids, everybody in. It's on your parents to pick you up at 7. I am
I'm
done.
heavily drinking. You guys can do what you need to do.
Just gonna look around now. See what the go is.
So the villain,
This also I think this also opens a can of worms. They're able to get rid of the villain who now has the treasure
yes.
by being like,
Well, she kills Eric Idle, which is fun, because Eric Idle's like, I'm gonna betray you, which is fun.
Yeah.
She just flicks him out of the window. I think it's a great...
yeah,
it
I thought it
cuts
looked
this
cool as
massive
well.
wide, just
yeah.
him flying out of a window.
But I was confused the way he didn't come back as a ghost.
Hey, don't worry about it.
This is the movie doesn't
There's-
like to
there's-
follow its rules.
No. It seems like everybody that has a little grievance in life, if you die, you become back as a ghost. And for some reason, you can see each other in this ghost form. So but if you're sort of like, nah, I'm sweet. Life was like, I'm chill.
Like
You just die.
a multitude of issues now because the villain remembers what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Yet when Kat's dad comes back, he's forgotten her.
Yes.
So that makes you believe that you immediately lose your memories when you die. And yet she remembers exactly what she wants.
Yes.
So I don't understand that.
I don't understand that either.
Yeah. But they also defeat her by being like, is there anything you need to stick around for? And she's like, no. And then they're like, cool. And then she's like, I'm transferring to the other life.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Then why didn't that just happen? Like, why are the rules of the supernatural to be like, give her a chance until she says it?
It's got to be like a therapy thing. Like you have to like kind of like self-actualize that you're kind of done.
Yeah.
But also like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people die with like, I don't know, like an email they need to send.
Yeah.
Like, is that the only thing holding you back? Like, once that email is done, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, so you're just stuck being a ghost.
Yeah.
It's an odd rule. Yeah.
A real oddity. A space oddity, if you will.
Oh, I shan't.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the dad comes back.
Yeah.
Dad gets turned into a human. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. Casper opens the treasure. It is a ball.
It's a ball.
Yeah. I don't know why this was a treasure.
I think it's like, my son died. It's the last remnants I have of him. Don't think about it. It's weird he wrote it on the will.
Yes,
there's a little
that's
box.
what I thought.
It's
So
hard.
is the guy
Who was like
the inventor? Was the inventor Casper's dad?
Yes.
But the inventor is also her dad.
No.
What?
You've made up this the inventor. My big thing at the start that you brought up was more the fact that like, oh shit, is she related to Casper in some way? But the film very precisely goes, hey, Casper's dad is the inventor.
Right.
And
Casper's dad is the inventor.
Yes.
And he lived until whatever.
Yep. We think Casper died around 1930s.
Yeah.
The dad must have died 1950s-esque.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe the villain might be his sister, Casper's sister, in a way, but maybe not.
But how would her dad know of the treasure?
It must just be on the will. And for some reason, Casper's dad was like, I'm going to write in secret ink, hey, my son's box of shit is downstairs.
Yes, but if
will.
that's on the will, then you're saying that the villain is Casper's sister.
Oh, yes, no, true. I thought the deed had that on. I think the deed had that. The deed had the secret message, not the will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the deed. Oh, so you're saying Casper's dad, before he died, wrote a deed in like secret ink to tell people to find the remains of his deceased 12-year-old son from 1935.
No, just his box of toys. it's fun that genuinely we really do struggle with just kids' films. I am lost.
It's crazy an adult writes them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
apparently Steven Spielberg was slightly involved in this, and J.J. Abrams did like it seemed like a lot of powerful people were involved in this film.
yeah.
It's an odd thing. It made a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I like a bit of the vibe.
Yeah.
Bit of the vibe's fun.
Made a quarter on bill.
Yeah. And really?
Yeah.
I was really, really thrown by a random woman appears.
Oh yeah, it's a bit odd. The film kind of all right. So everyone's kind of happy, and then the wife of the dad arrives and is like, "Hey, you've only got, oh shit, you've only got 4 minutes left of the movie. Okay, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna hang out with you, Dad, and Casper. You're a real boy now. Go serenade my daughter. Good luck with that."
Yeah,
Huh?
Casper's like, "Oh, how long do I get to be a real boy now?" And they're like, "Till 10."
Yeah, he's like, "Can I have until midnight?" She's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, like, "No, you're 12." And he's like, "I'm 72. I would
Yeah.
like to be up till midnight.
Yeah.
I don't fucking sleep."
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time I slept? I'm a ghost. I haven't slept in 60 years. Shut up. I don't even know you. You were that chick's mum? No.
Give me powers.
Yeah.
Give me everything. Give me eternal life. Anyway.
I feel like if Casper had chosen to kill her right then and there, he'd be a real boy now.
He would be. I think he's squandered a chance.
Yeah.
We've only seen him being despicable in this movie, so it's odd he's chosen at this point now to be a coward.
Yeah, should have flat out just turned on her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know why she's the messenger to turn Casper into a real boy.
I don't know.
Nor do I understand why the strive of Casper was to become a real boy, right?
Yeah. Because it seems weird that his, thing that he's, unfinished business is being turned back into a real boy by his dad. I don't think your unfinished business can be not dying. Because that's what all ghosts, I assume, would be, that I don't want to die.
But then Casper sticks around. So it's not like Casper then gets to pass on to the next world.
No.
It feels like Casper's unfinished business...
He's got a paradox that his unfinished business is not dying. So that just means that he's constantly in a loop of trying to get back to life.
What a nightmare.
Jesus Christ, it really is actually.
It's like a Black Mirror-esque ending.
It really is. He's stuck in a loop. At least if someone's like, "Oh, I wish I saw my wife." He's fine. Casper's locked into this horrible cycle. He dances with Kat.
Yeah.
They float. The kids are scared, rightfully so, when he turns back into that freak Casper. I do think it's funny they were like, he was floating, they're like, "Kids, it's fine." Turns back to Casper, they run away.
It was also weird too, because it means if she was like, "You're going to turn back into a ghost at 10," what was it, 9:55?
Yeah.
Seems cruel. He turned back pretty quick. It's
an odd thing. I feel like the film was like, he'll probably turn back at midnight, and the film went, "Oh, will the kids be up that late?"
Yeah.
Probably not. Make it 10. And then they had to add the line of dialogue to just 10 o'clock. It's like, yes.
Yeah, just 10. But it's 9:50. You're giving me 5 minutes of being a real boy. Don't waste it.
Don't even, at that point, don't bother. Don't give him a taste.
Yeah. You reckon he wouldn't go and see her, but just he would just be like, "I need to fucking fulfill myself really quickly."
Oh my god, really quickly. I got unfinished business. I need to kill myself, so I've actually committed to that.
You reckon it would be to play catch with his dad or something?
Yeah, not just try and hook up with this girl he found.
Yeah,
odd.
So weird. Weird it doesn't fulfill him. Weird he doesn't disappear at the end of the movie.
No, it does kind of put it in quite a sad life. Casper's maybe he's a perv, but he's a sad perv. So good for him. The dad also gets a final bit with the wife.
I feel nothing.
Yeah. Oh god, you feel nothing.
They're like, "Don't you care?" No. There's also, and then I think we get a really good ending. Casper gets a theme song.
The ghosts had a really good bit that they kept going, "Should we sing a song?" And I was like, it was funny that they didn't sing the song. And then all my laughs got sucked out when they did sing the song.
Yeah.
And Casper does the little song, and then at the end he flies into the credits and then eats us.
Casper winks at us.
Yeah.
And then writes with his tail
farts out the end and then goes to the screen 3D vision and just eats us.
Yeah.
It's quite a horrible thing to end on.
It was. It was really... It was a very sour note to an otherwise unpleasant film. That's Casper.
That's Casper.
This movie's weird.
It's odd. I feel like if you're a filmmaker out there and you're not fully confident in your vision, just make it about Christmas or Halloween, and you've kind of got this lucky thing where maybe it'll become a classic,
I
and
know.
people don't have to watch it every year. And even though it's a bit shit, you have to watch it each year.
This flat out 75% of all Christmas movies are shit.
Yeah.
And yet they are like, the residuals came in, we made $1 billion. Like every year, the amount of people that watch The Polar Express,
Yeah.
which is not in the slightest a good film.
And it's funny because like people are like, I need a tradition, and we have to just watch the films we watched as a kids. And sometimes Polar Express isn't good, and you shouldn't be watching that. Anyway, that's Casper. Happy Halloween.
Oscar, who would watch Casper?
If you just, when did The Nightmare Before Christmas come out?
Ooh, probably around this time, right? 97 or 98?
Oh damn, I thought it was earlier. I was gonna say.
Oh, actually, you know what it could be. Let me. Oh, 93. It was earlier.
Okay, cool. I guess. This bit's kind of ruined. I thought it was 85. Damn. I was gonna say if that kind of vibe. I don't know who's into this sort of like kiddish, scary stuff.
It must be hard because
feel like-
Australia doesn't participate in Halloween that
No,
much.
no, it's dead bright.
Yeah. I know they're Halloweening. It's such a bright time
It's such a bright time of year.
Yeah.
It's the costumes are pretty cheap. I feel like they're all from like Coles has kind of gone a bit like, here's a sword.
I know.
We really don't commit to Halloween, and,
No.
and they're really trying in Australia to
I'm
get.
sure it's fun, like when you are committed.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, and I know I'm going off TV, but it seems like really fun if you're in like a Midwest town in America to do Halloween. That seems fun.
But I think it is very obviously that there is an audience of like parents are heading out for Halloween, kids are just trick-or-treated. They want to watch like some Halloween, like some scary children content,
Yes.
you know? So I understand that there is not much of that. Like it's probably what, Hocus Pocus? I think Nightmare Before Christmas is more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie. And that's like it. I don't know what other child Halloween movies there are.
No.
Like Frankenweenie or Paranorman.
That Tim Burton prick's got
the Corpse Bride.
He's got a monopoly on that stuff.
He does, doesn't he?
In fairness, good for Casper trying to break through the Tim Burton mold.
But you couldn't do it, could you, Casper?
No, you sort of suck his little teats to get that castle, didn't you?
Like big eyes. Huh? Remember that movie?
I've got it on DVD.
Yeah, you love big eyes.
I watch it every day.
So I'm gonna steal yours.
Well, no,
I'm
I
gonna
was
say- you didn't get to say it.
doing the bit.
It's
you
for-
can't.
Well, you took
go
too
on,
long.
go on, finish it then. Finish what my random
It's for
tangent.
children and Halloween. Oscar, who would watch this? Find another.
Okay. Let me just regale. Okay, if you're who the fuck likes Casper? I don't get the character. Is he just a ghost that does stuff?
I think he grants wishes. They just
Okay.
didn't do it in the film.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's got a big genie subplot in the comics. They did
Big genie vibes as well
Did
in the
not
design.
touch on it at all. Oh man, you can see the audience, but I guess I'm gonna ask. I guess because you stole mine, I'm gonna just cheap out. If you're a big fan of Casper, why are you watching this? Because I
Yeah.
get the audience, right? I can see someone being like, I love that film. I watch it every year. Do you like it? No. But, ask wwtpodcast.com at gmail.com if you watch this, and you can just tell me why you watch it.
Yeah, I would love to know. Like,
We
I can't
should-
even really tell from some reviews what it doesn't seem like there's a nostalgia factor.
No.
So I don't know what people like or want from it.
Yeah, we're just outsourcing the premise of this podcast. You tell us, huh?
I would genuinely love to know on this one.
Yeah.
I just don't know what a fan would see in it. I mean,
I get like watching as a kid. But
Yeah.
I don't know who's rewatching it now.
I
You
know.
know.
I don't. Maybe we'll know, and then it'll be like nobody downloaded this episode, and then we'll be like, we know. It's nobody watches
it was a
it.
flash in the pan, and everyone forgot about it, huh?
Yeah.
Ah.
So there it is. There it is.
Carl, what are we doing next week?
We're doing an action classic from the very hit and miss Wachowskis.
Nice.
We're doing Jupiter Ascending.
Huge.
I haven't seen this in a very long time.
I didn't want to watch it ever, but
Yeah.
hey, That's the price we pay, huh?
The price we pay for literally doing whatever a listener wants.
Again, ask wwtpodcast@gmail.com. We'll do anything, huh? We'll do anything.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening.